How's it going? Good morning. Even though my intention is to keep a daily video up in this bitch, it's pretty much really difficult because of whatever I have going on. I just came back from vacation, actually, and even though I did pull the engine from the frame, I don't know how to recorded that or not. The frame's over there now, and I did manage to pull all the steering components that I'm gonna need for this one, which is exactly the same. Even though this frame was from a 78 Oldsmobile and that's from a 79 or 89 actually Caprice, they actually interchange, are exactly the same bolt pattern and everything. Even the lines are the same, so I'm gonna use that. And the steering column that came from the 89 Caprice, because the ones on this 78 frame are already all fucking wrecked. The steering box, the gearbox, it's fucking locked up, so it's a bitch to steer. So, and whoever had done this job before, like, extended it, but it's just flapping everywhere. Like, it's like not fucking safe at all, man. I don't know how they were driving this shit, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Other than attach it right from the inside with a bracket, I already saw how I'm gonna do it. I want to put one of those bearings from like the air conditionings, like just one of those roller bearings with a little bracket going down, just so it can be sturdy forever. Just weld it on there. I don't know. Seems like a good idea now. See when we get there. But yeah, this shit's pretty much almost all really, really clean. Almost got to the metal, everything. So we're gonna be about to paint that shit. Since it's the later model small block Chevy, if you guys notice, the valve covers have the bolt through the middle. If you guys, whoever knows out there, the older ones have it on the sides, right? So since that one came black from factory, and this guy wants to do this car black on black on black, and just the more ease of everything, putting it back to original color is always easier than changing colors on anything. So basically, we're keeping a black block. That's what I'm trying to get to here. This bitch is parked here for probably until today, cause like every one of the fucking bushings and all that shit on the steering rack, like all the rubber on it, and the little ball joints that it has, it's all wrecked. So the fucking car's a death trap right now. It runs good and everything, but it's a fucking death trap. So my bro's just gotta order more of those parts. They're fucking expensive. They only sell them at this place, company, Rare Parts. Or we haven't been able to find other ones from this exact, for the 68, for the steering arm and all that shit, for the idler arm. He needs the idler arm, and he needs the pitman arm. And then we already did the tie rods from one end, but we're gonna do the tie rods from the inner and outer from the other end. So yeah, it runs good, man. We put that 460 out of a 86 F350 with that transmission, which is like that towing transmission. So it's pretty beast for this car and shit. Gotta do all that body work, man. It's cracked on this fool. It was just because we just tacked it from the sides in the middle, but when the car was lifted, it just flexed it. So we just didn't, we didn't put a solid like weld on that shit or anything, because we never thought it was gonna happen. But when we were switching the engine and the suspension, we had to like lift the shit out of it, and I guess we dropped it wrong where it flexed the shit out of the body and it just moved everything. But that's no biggie. As you can see, he's pretty much already got rid of the back door. And I know a lot of people are gonna hate saying that it's a small front door and this and that, but eventually this car's gonna get chopped up. We're just waiting to fucking get a cheap roof skin or roof structure of a fastback, a 68 fastback. See, it's gonna be a sick fastback because it's gonna be a little bit longer. Just gotta change the trunklet, like graft two trunklets together and the back window and everything. And just naturally, the fastback is shorter, so we really don't have to stretch or section it. We'll just, you know, it'll give it a natural little chop, like subtle chop, if we put a fastback roof on it. So that's the plan for eventually, but you know. And basically, what I started the video for, before all the whole explaining, just fucking, this truck was running badass, shifting, fucking running badass. We fucking changed the fluid on this goddamn AOD transmission. And apparently this shit happens a lot because I've been reading all these forums and shit. We changed the fluid and it had been sitting for a while, like a month, without us driving it though. And then we just changed the fluids and then we try to drive it and it doesn't shift out of first. It doesn't shift out of first manually and it doesn't shift out of first at all. But it goes forward, reverse, and everything. And then previous to that, it had no problems. So we read about it, and it said it could be a locked up governor. So I took apart the fucking tail shaft, cleaned the governor, put it back together, and nothing. We also did a transmission flush, changed the gasket, fucking sprayed the shit out of the valve body with shit, and um, again ran that fucking flush, put new fluid, new filter, and still nothing. So since I went on vacation, I didn't really look into it that much. But I'm thinking these have like some sort of speed sensor that goes to the computer. So I gotta find out what the fuck. If it's a speed sensor or something. Because I mean, I did some reading and it says that might be the culprit. Since apparently it's not a stuck TV valve from the throttle cable. That TV valve gets stuck. Also, when you change the fluid for no reason on these Ford AOD transmissions, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me out there. But I've been reading all these fucking forums, and apparently it's happening because this goddamn truck ran good. Changed the goddamn fluid, and it just doesn't shift now. It's kind of pissing me off. But anyway, hopefully it's that shit. If not, I'd hate to fucking having to go find one and drop this one and, you know, the whole shebang. Because it just ran so good. It ran so good, and the fucking day we're gonna take it out to get the plates. Because that's what we're doing since the Galaxy is down and it's gonna take a while to get the parts. We're gonna just get this shit on the road and get the title. But we have the title on our name and everything, but get the title registered to those new plates since it's already done. But nah, it's not shifting, so it's kind of, and like this bottle and like the lights and everything's kind of temporary because we're gonna put that front end that's over there, that from the 48 International. But it's gonna take a lot of body work and grafting and all this shit, and he kind of needed it now to be able to go to work. That's why we put this 67 Chrysler. It's a grill, but it's acting like a bumper with lights. It's a Chrysler Newport grill, but the lights, we plug them in and everything, so it has lights. It's pretty much legal. It's just, you know, looking a little funky here. I don't know. But yeah, I dig it, but I would rather have it with its front end sitting over there. So pretty much this is what's happening. I'm still trying to make videos every day. It's just difficult, and well, I don't really have, you know, that many viewers or anything yet. When I had my other channel before, I would have like a little bit of viewers, but I guess for now, really it's just entertaining to watch it later for myself. um, there's videos on how when I started working on this car and it was running all badass. I know it's gonna get a Chevy engine in it. Hopefully an LS so we don't have to cut the fucking hood. But yeah. I trip out on this car because it has four-wheel disc brakes. It has like a posse rear end. It's like a little sporty. It has buckets, but it's a sporty sedan. It's a trip. it would make a good candidate for a LS engine because, like I said, it has independent rear suspension. It has four-wheel disc brakes already, and posse. It just came like that because Benzes are beasts, especially back in the day. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm just rambling now. I'll keep you guys posted on the progress. I'll probably drop the engine in this bitch later this week. And wish us luck. Give me any advice you think on this truck. Again, it's a 89 AOD 5.0 out of a Lincoln. Um, ran perfect, shift every like it shifted like butter. It was badass. And we just changed the fluid. Boom, it's not working. Just won't shift at first. I'm hoping it's a speed sensor because I already cleaned the governor, checked that the TV valve wasn't stuck, checked the pressure on the adjustment for the TV valve in the cable, and it's exactly at no pull and no let off like it said for the specs. And we put also a grommet, a new TV valve grommet. So all that's in spec. The governor's not dirty. We cleaned the shit out of everything. It's still not shifting. Let me know. I know it's a known problem out there. Thank you.